Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Syahrul Aiman bin Rizal. My number matric is 60 DEP30083 and my friend Nurani Juliana binti Ahmad Fuad 60 DEP3001014. Today we want to present about show evolution of PSTN, ISDN to NGN. First, I want to explain about a next generation network. For example, NGN. NGN is a packet-based network able to provide telecommunication service to user. Second point, able to make use of multiple broadband COS enable transport technologies. And next point, independent of the underlying transport related technology. And the last point of NGN, enable unfettered access for user to networks and to competing service provider and service of their choice. Next, I want to explain about introduction of public switch telephone network. For example, PSTN, ISDN, and a next generation network, NGN. PSTN, ISDN. First, transport. Transport is a user access module, UAM, remote user access module, RUAM, and access network, AN, interface connected to the core switch and core switch themselves. Second, control and signaling. Control and signaling are a exchange host. Next, management. Management is a required as management of exchange. Last, service. Service is exchanges host of auxiliary. Next, I want to explain about aspect to consider for involving PSTN, ISDN to NGN. First, transport. Transport aspect affected in the NGN evolution include the first, user premise equipment like terminal, PIBX, and router. Access network equipment as line terminating module, remote or local concentrators. B. Signaling and control. Signaling system such as R2 and SS7 for circuit switch network. Signaling function and call control function may reside in more than one NGN element. C. Management. Management system comprises three planes, namely the network management plane, network control plane, and service management plane. Management system require the ability to support the transition of PSTN, ISDN through intermediate stage toward NGN. D. Service. Service traditionally provided by PSTN, ISDN exchanges as provided by application service AS in NGN. Cooperation between AS and CS is required to provide certain service. Next, evolution of PSTN, ISDN to NGN part. First, I want to explain about evolution principle. Evolution to NGN should allow continuation of the existing network capabilities and in addition facilitates implementation of new capabilities. Evolution to NGN should respect to integrity of service provided by the existing network and should facilitate introduction of new service. Evolution of PSTN, ISDN to NGN. NGN is believed to provide new opportunity for capability to the network and service provider. PSTN, ISDN being one of the first network is considered to be prime candidate for evolution.
Scenario for transition of PSTN core network. Scenario 1. PSTN, ISDN, and PSN coexist. The most likely initial approach for evolution of PSTN, ISDN, the PSN will involve a path that require the PSTN ISTN to coexist with PSN during a transition period. This scenario follows that approach. Scenario 2. PSTN ISTN replaced by PSN. Immediate use of PSN initially via SGS and TMGS. In this scenario, PSTN ISTN is immediately replaced by the PSN. Cases are connected to SGS and TMGS first, then they are eliminated. Scenario 3. The one-step approach. In this scenario, the PSTN ISTN is replaced with packet switch network PSN in only one step. The local exchange are replaced by the access gateway, and their functions are divided between the ADS and the core server. Specifically, the call, control, and accounting functions are all transferred to the core server. Conclusion. With the present conversion of the entire network infrastructure to IP technology network, operators are aiming to deliver a more efficient and cost-effective provision of service. The goal is to connect fixed mobile and digital network in order to build a transparent network that can provide a variety of services, the so-called next generation network. A single platform based on the Internet Protocol will then be at the head of all communication service. Some of the key distinctions between a traditional network and new generation network are summarized in the table above. While few of these distinctions would be unfamiliar to any carrier that has previously maintained a data network in addition to PSTN network. This is a link for reference. Thank you.